Good afternoon. How are you guys doing?
Ma,
Yes, my love.
eat.
No, we're not going there today. No, we're not going there today. That's nice. We're not going to McDonald's today. You never eat it. My kid wanted to act up. I knew I should have waited to hit live until after I was past this in case he wanted to act up. And also let me, okay, my Wi-Fi is off because McDonald's Wi-Fi will mess it up. Um, Now my kid's gonna act up. He's gonna really, really act up because I'm not stopping for French fries because he never eats them. Never, ever, ever eats them. But how you guys doing? In the spirit of giving thanks and being in the giving mood, I figured I'd give you guys I forgot to put it at the beginning, a professor service announcement. And let's talk, y'all. Um, I was having a conversation with some people on my team, someone who is like-minded with me when it comes to business. And we both um, are very into like the creative business side of things and just kind of having like, these little powwows that I have about, business in general. And a question came to me and as we were talking and I was just thinking about this, trying to figure out if it's me, you know, if it's us, if it, just what the issue is. And so I said, why are we trying to figure it out? And why are we trying to make sense of it? I'm going to ask the people who we service. How much is the success of your business worth? Do you feel like your business can be successful, like in everything that you're doing, like on your own, you can make it as successful as you want it to be? How long have you been, quote unquote, in business? Or how long have you had this side hustle? And is it where you want it to be? Today, right now, at 4:38 Eastern Standard Time, or whatever time zone you are on November 23rd. Oh, I gotta go over to my cousin's house. Happy birthday, Samaria. On this day, can you say that you will rate your business as successful and you're at least halfway to where you want to be in your goals? It's not going to ever be perfect. Hell, my business is not perfect. I'm not exactly where I want to be at, totally and completely in my business, but I do consider myself to be successful based off of a couple of different things. So being honest with yourself right now, write in the comments, yes, no, maybe so. Are you okay with where you are in your business right now? Are you okay with where you are in your business? Hold on one second, because somebody needs to go in the house because he's not going to stay in here with me. Hold on. Bye-bye. I was hoping they would come let him in, but they don't want to come let my baby in. So I'm going to have to let him in. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to have a little talking here because all three kids are home and it's cold. It's actually kind of nippy outside. It feels good inside my car. So, all right. So where was I at? Oh yeah. As far as knowing where you are and being okay with where you are in business, right? So let's see where these, like what you guys are saying. Just getting off, happy holidays. So no. I think my business can be a lot more successful. I've been doing it for 10 years. I rate it at a 4 out of 10 to compare to where I think I should be. That's an issue for me, Charlie. That's an issue for me. I'm going to tell you why. So she says, no, not at the moment. I've got to start all over because of my relocation. You have to start all over because of your relocation. Does that mean that your business, like the majority of your business, came from local people only? Is that what the majority of your business was? If that's the case, if you have not tapped into setting up a website to where anyone around the country, around the world, if you want to offer internationals, can purchase your items. I'm not sure what your business is. If you want to share with us what your business is, location shouldn't necessarily stop it unless you had to uproot like a storefront. But even in that, having an online presence can help balance that out. So is that the case, that the majority of your clientele was local to you? I am dealing not where I could be in my business. I'm not where I should be in my business. Okay. Hey, Shanada, how you doing, girl? Okay. So for those of you that say you're not there, right? Why not? Like, my platform is about being honest. Honestly speaking. So I need for you guys to be honest. And why not? The reason why I ask this is my platform is built on helping others, right? But if you guys are not honest in what you need for your business to be successful, how can I, or anyone else for that matter, help you get to that point if you're not honest in why you are not there? Because you have to identify what the issue is as to why you're not there. I struggle with this, and there are certain things that I know are keeping me from being where I kind of want to be, or where I know I probably should be in this whole journey. So I'm always honest with myself. And once you guys are honest with me, I'm going to share some things with you guys too. But how much is the success of your business worth? If any of your reasons for it not being where it needs to be is knowledge base, and you have people around you, not even just myself, you have resources around you that might cost some money, what is keeping you from investing in that? Because if your way of doing it to watch free YouTube videos, go into Facebook groups and ask these questions, you're still not where you want, then where is the disconnect? Are you the problem? What's that one saying? Am I the drama? I'm not the drama. Change that word drama to problem. Are you the problem in the success of your business? Because you are not putting any value on the resources that cost money to make your business more successful. And I'm not just talking about paying someone for certain things. So there's a lot of information out there. There's value in doing proper research if you have the time. There's value in knowing what you are and are not ready for. If you know that, yes, you want to have this successful business, but you don't know the first thing about running it, how valuable is the success of your business to you then if you're not trying to figure out and master the things that your business are based on? You say that you want to run a business where you're making custom apparel and you're doing t-shirts and you're doing tumblers, but you haven't taken the time to actually learn it. If I'm paying you money, I don't expect for you to be going into groups asking, how do I do this? I know your customers don't see that, but it hurts my heart to see to see people who are saying, oh, I'm running a business. I have this business. Most of these groups are about people who have businesses, not necessarily just crafters. And I look at your post with the side eye. If your customers only knew, you don't know what the hell you're doing half the time. Is that fair to them? Is the success of your business, is it worth it for you to live a lie in your business for the success of your business? You're going to, how can I say it? You're going to fake it till you make it in your business and expect it to be successful right now. Like, does that make sense? You know what I'm saying is, like, you want a business, you want it to be successful, but you barely know step 1, 2, and 3 for your business to be successful. How can you be a business if you don't know what you're doing? Exactly. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with a Facebook group. And most people call these groups crafting groups. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with learning a craft, learning how to do something. But the first step in that is learning how to do it before you go and say it's a business. Your business is never going to be successful if you put no value on the education to learn your business. You have so many people out here that's giving out information, whether it's paid or free. But y'all, it's like your parents say, it goes in one ear and out the other. I'm seeing that way too much, and it bothers me. It bothers me to see some of these posts, and I'm just like, I don't care how many websites you set up. I don't care how many Facebook ads you pay for, Instagram ads you pay for, how many videos you do, how many this you do. If you don't know what it takes for your business to be successful, if you're not willing to invest in your business, it's a most cliche statement ever, but as a business owner, I have truly come to understand and respect that cliche that it takes money to make money. And I'm a content creator first. And even in my classes and how I want to set things up, cameras, microphones, lighting, paying for different systems to where I can stream and do this, paying for websites that will host my classes, paying for different apps and things like that. In order for me to be successful, I know that it costs, it takes money to make money. Scared money don't make money. These are things that have been said to us for years. And it's like we forget about them when we really need those cliches. Let's see. I know I asked some questions, so let me go back up here real quick. No need to be consistent and manage my time. Start to promote and actually start my business. Not registered with state and don't post enough. This is something right here where I don't understand this. Don't get me wrong. Social media is the new way of doing things. I'm not going to negate that. It really is. But that whole promote more, yes. I don't post enough. Are all of your customers or clients coming from social media? Are you relying on that? I did a public service announcement before, right before Facebook went out. It's a resource, not the source. So if you feel like the success of your business is based on you not posting enough, Houston, we have a problem. Because this should not be the main source. If it goes down, then your business fails. If something happens to, what is this called now? Meta right now, does that mean your business fails? So you have to think about that very last part. I don't post enough. Because then that's saying that all of your business or the success of your business is based off of these social media sites, and it can't be that and that alone. Wait, I ordered all that paper and they're going to bring me one box? I bought a whole bunch of banner paper. You better have some more banner paper with you, sir. I'm sorry, y'all. I have banners to print, and it looks like he's walking up with one thing of paper, and I ordered about 6 of them. Where the rest of my paper at, sir? Managing my time. So I'm not sure if you are someone that has a family, if you have a 9 to 5. So with managing your time, how many things are you trying to do within your business? You have identified the fact that you can't manage your time, but is it that it's harder for you to manage your time, or you're trying to overextend yourself? People think I'm crazy when I say scale the hell back. There's no need to go and you are not built like you don't have a staff, you don't have managers, you don't have people working different shifts to offer all of these different things. How? If you have children, you have a family, you have a job, yet you're trying to run a business where y'all don't want to pay people for their designs and stuff like that. You want to, or you're trying to learn to design, which it's okay. So you're trying to learn how to design. You want to create all these different things. It takes a lot to learn what print settings, what pressure, what this, what that, what's the size for a tumbler versus the size for a shirt, the size for this and the size for that. You're trying to do all of these different things in probably about 5 hours in a day. When you can scale back, you can master 1 or 2 things. Let that be the thing that you promote, and watch how much more money you make in doing just that one. I look at, oh my God, is it Coleman twins? Oh my God, what is the name on TikTok? I feel so bad right now, and I watch all the time. It's Coleman someone. I look at their content, and I'm pretty sure they were doing a bunch of other stuff. They had that one thing as far as those Zodiac nutritional facts. Every time I see her post, it is, she's doing another one of those to where she finally went and got the transfers for it, but it's still a process for that. I guarantee the money that she's bringing in for those, where she's able now to really focus on, if she wanted to change her entire business where it's about all of these Zodiac shirts, she's found her niche. I pray that she is under someone who's going to tell her, focus on this right now. Even if it's not just this same design right now, like you have a lane right now where you are like, people want these Zodiac shirts. So if you go and now you work on a new design for next year, or you just focus on this, like people want these, they're showing you that they want them. You had so many orders that you finally went and ordered the transfers. I just pray that she is listening to someone. She is under someone who's not trying to force her to go and do this, do that. Oh, you got to have this crap, this crap, this crap, because I watch her videos and like I pray over her business all the time, and that she has someone there that's in her corner who is going to tell her the truth and ride this out. There is nothing wrong. If that's what your business becomes known for, is having these amazing Zodiac nutritional shirts, girl, rock with it and figure out now your new line. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe your business organically turned into a business where you provide custom apparel based off of Zodiac signs, because people love their Zodiac signs and their birthdays. I pray all the time that she has the right person in her corner business wise that will lead her in the right direction of, baby, people search to find their niche every day. You have found yours. So when it comes to managing her time, she can now manage it because she's not focused on all the other stuff. If she takes that nutritional thing and put it on a shirt, a tumbler, a mug, a keychain, a garden flag, or this or that, she's still being creative. She still has multiple items that she can put them on and like they become streams of income, but it's not dividing her time trying to now figure out this and figure out that. It's like sometimes the success of your business is right there in front of you, but listening to all these outside sources that tell you have to do all of this stuff is going to be the fall of your business. So with managing not having time, like not knowing how to manage your time, is it because you're trying to do too many things? Is there something that you can really focus on? Focus your attention on and let that grow and be successful, and then work on the next item. I want you to ask yourself that. I have no support and my business is local, and these jokers here are cheap. I should be way further than where I am. I'm too talented not to be. There's learning curves that are stopping me. Let's break this and see. This is what tonight I have my creative business. We have Profit by the Numbers, and they're gonna be mad at me. I'm about to get in their behinds tonight. You hear me? I'm about to get in their butts tonight about these numbers. Let me tell you everything I see wrong with what you just posted there. I have no support. My business is local. These jokers are cheap. Why in the HE double hockey sticks are you still trying to sell to them? If your local people, if you feel like they are cheap, they're not trying to spend the money. Do you know the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result? That ain't gonna happen. You answered your own question, like your pain point. You're answering it in this statement. These jokers are cheap. Baby, why are you still marketing to them? Because the same people that you're saying that you assume that they are cheap, oh, it's Christmas time. I guarantee you, they're gonna be in them. I don't know about no other places, but here in South Florida, you got people that will wait in a long line to get a ticket to then come back to buy the Christmas Jordans. We saw this line. I was like, oh, they came out. Oh no, this is just to get the ticket to come on the day that they open to buy you. Wait, we standing in line for a damn ticket? Not we, because I don't play that foolishness. My husband went to go get a PS5, and they only had a few of them in there. The line was down the corner around the woods, whatever. I remember last year when people were going and they were going out of their mind, paying damn near double the price for whatever that game was. It the PS5? One of them games says, I'm not into gaming like that, so I don't remember what it was. But I know everybody was clamoring over this. They're going to be buying Jordans. They're going to buy this. They're going to buy that. You know why they don't question those people when it comes to it? Because they put the right value on it. You either want it or you don't. How is your how do you present your business? Do you present your business as if it's just a side hustle? Oh, you just the internet, you just have a little internet business. Oh, you got a little business that you just advertise on Facebook, Instagram. When you put so much emphasis in Instagram and Facebook, that's really all people see you as. And if that's your main source, they're gonna see it as, oh, child, please, they ain't got no overhead, ain't got no real business. They're gonna take whatever I get. I'm not paying that amount for somebody who just an Instagram business, a Facebook business. How do you present yourself as a business? When you talk to people, is it I? Or do you talk like you have a company? Our company makes this, or I have to check with this person. Let me check with my our fulfillment center. Let me check with our warehouse to see what we have available. Are you going into where when someone asks you about something, you seem desperate to get their money? You're trying to provide, it's custom, but you're trying to provide a quote right then and there. It's one thing to close out a deal, and then it's in certain businesses, okay, you want to close that deal right there. Oh, see, they try me all the time here. My husband's one of the people who falls for that. And they tell them, oh, you have to sign up right now to get this. Baby, I don't make no decision for that type of money just on a whim. Like that's just not gonna happen. So that sales tactic don't work on me, for me to go and like, okay, I just want to tell you this price. So a lot of times you do that and you ain't gonna get the results that you want because they don't got you. They got you. They talked a good game and you paid that money, and then you go through all this. It's like, well, damn, what the hell I just pay for? Are you presenting your business like that to them? I should be further than where I am. I'm too talented not to be. If you feel like you are too talented not to be where you are, who's the problem? Them for not buying your stuff, or supporting you, or you for wasting your talent on people who you know are cheap. Do you carry yourself in the way where the cost of your goods, it needs to be to people who have disposable income, people with different types of jobs who are going to value it, people who got money, rich and famous, or whoever? Do you carry yourself to where they're going to see the value in what you do? When you present yourself on social media, your packaging, your this, your that, are you making it where it's appealing to those who are not, quote unquote, cheap? If you're not, then the cheap people aren't the problem. You are. Because you don't understand how much the success of your business is worth. And blaming them means that you put no value on your business. It's your business, not them. They cannot dictate the success of your business. Businesses fail not necessarily because of what other people do, is what you don't do in a business. When things change, sales start to drop and things like that, are you going to continue to do the same thing to where eventually you're going to be in the red? What business decisions are you making? Companies go belly up most times because they're making bad business decisions. Or things like, the pandemic, where certain things stop. Or if you have to identify when there is no need for what you're doing anymore. You have to always be educating yourself so that if whatever the service is that you provide is no longer it's no longer needed, if you just keep providing that and it's not needed, then your business is going to fail. I can't find nobody to help me with Photoshop, even trying to pay. Well, with you saying that my money, wait, you saying that issue, wait, with you saying that my issue is money. Okay. You can't find someone to help you with Photoshop, even trying to pay it. Now, again, that's a bold-faced lie. It's so many people who teach Photoshop classes. I see people every day who advertise that they teach in Photoshop. My girl Shannon over at Innate Labs, she's on YouTube all the time. She got some amazing, some dope templates. She got a whole academy. And she's only going to focus on teaching you Photoshop. She ain't there to teach you how to do your business. Her job is to teach you Photoshop. The problem with a lot of people is they want a one-stop shop for everything, and sometimes that's just not possible. So for you to say you can't find somebody to help you with Photoshop, how many different Photoshop classes have you taken? So you want someone to handle some things, you might need someone to kind of walk you through, maybe need a one-on-one session, stuff like that. But there's a lot, there's on Udemy, there's a lot of things to teach you Photoshop. What exactly are you trying to learn in Photoshop? So with building your business, is your business based off of the design, or is your business based off of providing the item, providing the shirt, providing the custom design? If you can't figure out Photoshop yourself in enough time to get these designs out for your business, will it not behoove you to maybe partner with someone, have a business that has employees and has a graphic designing department? If designing is not your strength, maybe that's not what you need to focus on right now, is designing. Maybe you need to focus on someone else having those designs, or you're purchasing those designs and you're marketing your customized items. So again, we're going to bring the problem back to you. This is, I know it's going to probably hurt some feelings, because I'm going to put everything that you say that you're like, when people say their business is not successful, my goal in this live is to make you guys stop blaming everybody else and start looking at yourself. Because if you're honest with yourself and you look hard enough, you're going to find out that all these excuses that you have about your business not being successful comes back to you. So you need to be pointing at you. Because to say that you can't find someone to teach you Photoshop, even if you want to pay them, to me, I find that very hard to believe, because I can throw a rock and find somebody who says they have a Photoshop class. I talk about it, I have a Photoshop Essentials. Like, it'll get you started in the basics. So you say you want to find someone, not even to pay for it, but if you're being in your heart of hearts, are you wanting it done for free? See, here's the thing that I see a lot in groups. Oh, are we supposed to be here to help each other? Oh, isn't this a group for help? Everybody want a handout. Well, if that's the case, they have a skill that you need. They've put a dollar amount on it. The same way that you have a skill of making shirts, making tumblers, you've invested in this equipment, these ovens, these printers, this, that, to go ahead and give Jelly Sue, Sally Sue down the street a tumbler, because they don't have the time, they don't have the equipment to make it. Well, you don't have the skills, you don't have the know-how to do Photoshop. So somebody might put a price tag on that. But y'all roll your eyes at people and, oh my God, this, that, and the third, when people put a value on it. Why is your business worth more than theirs? Their business is providing you a service to better your business. But we have a problem with that, because we're in these Facebook groups where you feel like all the answers should be given to you. You feel entitled and obligated because someone has shown that they have some knowledge, that you want to go and inbox them. They're supposed to give up their time when they're working on their business now, but they're supposed to stop to help your business, and you barely even give them a thank you. I'm sorry, Houston, we have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. Someone who went and she put it on her. See, let me tell you why she wrote that. When you are under me, you can take accountability for what you are. It wasn't blaming anyone else. I make excuses because I'm scared and intimidated. That is the most honest thing that I have seen. But that's one of my students right there, because she bound like that. She got a good professor. Another one. I don't fully apply myself like I should. So we're putting this on us. For those who can honestly put it back on yourself, you are closer to success than you know. If you start to put in the work to change the things that you have identified as the issue. I don't fully apply myself like I should. And I'm going to take it right back to just like the other person. Is it because you're trying to do too much? You can apply yourself because you're trying to do too much. You're trying to process too many things where you can't get your thoughts together. Is that the reason why? I'm telling y'all missed tonight for a creative business session. Well, if you don't want your feelings hurt, all in love, maybe don't come, just watch the playback. But I'm gonna get on y'all tonight. I don't post, share, and price as I should. I need to do better with online presence. How can you guys identify? Like, I don't get how you guys know what the issue is, but you're not acting on it. This makes no sense to me. I don't post and share enough. I need to do better with online presence. What's the issue? What's the issue? As much, and this is, and I'll be honest with you guys, as much as I like being live, sometimes I feel like if I'm live, y'all are watching me and y'all are doing what y'all supposed to do. Sometimes I feel like I want to stop doing the lives to help y'all. Because if you can be on here and you can write this out to me, that could have been a post. The same number of characters that's on this screen, you could use the same number of characters to write a post about your business. Hey, I start to wonder now, am I the problem for some of y'all? I don't invest in the right things like business learning. It's all on me. Lack of time. When you go and you create a business, if you're going to decide to create a business from something that you are passionate about, it should be on the fact that you are now focusing on building a business on something that you have mastered. I know this like the back of my hand. So relearning this is not going to, or learning this is not going to slow down my business. I've mastered this. Now, the same time and energy that I put into mastering this craft, this creative part of me, I can now focus that time and energy into understanding the business side, or pay someone to be on my team where they can. That's the one thing that we have to do. When you get to a certain amount when it comes to money, and if you're not used to managing that and knowing what to do with certain things, oh, we hired an accountant for our company. That accountant works for our company, not outsourcing to handle everything that's here, because it's so much money that I don't have time for you to be divided between our account and somebody else's account. You're going to mix some stuff up. There's a lot of money that you're working with over here. So I'm going to need you to focus over here. So having an accountant for our business. Are you prepared for that? Everybody want to be a 6-figure, 5-figure, this, whatever. But are you prepared for it? Do you know the what comes with that? The stress of it all, the taxes of it all. Are you prepared for it? Do you know what you're asking for? If you don't have the time to focus on your business, when you do get the customers, how you gonna handle customer service? Because you do know you do have to answer to the people who give you their money, right? So if you're struggling right now, even to make a post, to promote your business, to focus on creating the things for your business, when it comes time to run your business, things like customer service, answering messages about certain things, if you get an attitude about it, oh my God, it's in the post, is this. Some people need the same way that you need someone to walk you through Photoshop, or you need someone to walk you through how to post on your page, or how to run your business. You're looking for someone to talk to directly that can walk you through certain things. You are the customer to their business that teach you how to do this. So why y'all get an attitude when your customers go and they say, they have questions, and some of y'all want to roll your eyes, and I can't believe this, people can't read, they can't do this, they can't do that. When you're half the time barely doing it. But you don't hold your customers or hold yourself to the same standards you hold your customers to. How does that work? How does that work? I think it's successful at this time. However, I would like to be further, but I work a full-time job as well, and I need to be better organized. So with that, where do you want your business to be? So you said right now it's successful. However, I would like to be further. Where is that further? If you're really thinking about where you want to be, can your business grow more and you still be on this job? So as long as you have this job, is your business going to never get past where this is? So at what point do you decide the success? I'm successful. I want it to go further, but you only have so many hours in a day. You only have so much. So if you can't make that decision to say, I'm at a point now to where I'm overwhelmed. I have these orders. I can't keep up. I need to walk away. Yes, benefits can be great. So if you cannot walk away from this particular job that's maybe keeping you from it going further, then, and you don't want to leave your job, why are you saying that? You're saying you're successful where you're at. Why are you putting the stress to, at this juncture in your life, in this juncture where you have a job that you're not ready to walk off from, maybe you want to do this in tandem until you're able to retire. Why are you putting the stress on yourself about going further? Do you have the resources? Do you have the time to move forward and to do more? If you don't have no extra hours in the day and you don't have any extra resources and you have to work this job, this full-time job, this can't move anywhere unless you are now willing to hire staff where you will run this is your company. You built it. You're going to help manage it, and you know how to hire the right people to put into place. I now know this business, so I can create a manual to where, okay, I know what I want it to represent. I know how I want this business to look, but I can't do everything for it. I can't be the creator. I can't be the one that's shipping it out. So if you're doing everything in order for it to go further, either you're going to leave this good full-time job to now do everything to get this to the next level, or you're going to invest in your business by hiring someone. If you create, you can pass it on to them so where they can package and they can do all of this. In my business, I have a list of things I need to run my business. But if that list constantly keep changing, you can't go to somebody and say, okay, watch this inventory. When it goes low, you're going to order from this place. Because guess what? You don't even know what you need for your business. You order from here. I want this. Oh, that look nice. I want this. So you can't even hire somebody to manage that part for you because you all over the place. But when you have a list, it's this shirt. This is shirt A, shirt B. If this ain't available, it's this one. This is the vinyl I'm working with. This is this I'm working with. So where you can maybe have someone that they're ordering those things for. That's one less thing off your plate. I'm going to go and I'm going to create and I'm going to pay. That's the wonderful dynamic of our business. I can promote, talk about the greatness of our business, generate sales. But baby, I ain't got to pack nothing, ship nothing. I did today. I let my husband sleep today. So I went and delivered packages to UPS and the post office because I let him sleep. He looked a little tired. I didn't wake him up to go get the baby. But there's that partnership. There's that help. All those lovely pre-filled cartridges that you guys love, we no longer do those. We have a staffer, just had to pay out payroll to him, who does that for us. So we don't have to worry about that part. We have someone that works for us that handles making sure all of those things are pre-filled for you guys. So when you want to move further in your business, you have to move further in your business. A business is you being the boss and you have staff. So maybe that's the next step that you need to take, is that you now need to have staff. Profit by the numbers, meaning increase the numbers of people who work for your company. Profit by the numbers is not just about dollars. The success and the numbers, when it comes to your business and knowing the numbers, is not just about the dollars that are coming in. Maybe the number that needs to increase for you is not necessarily just sales, but the number of people that help you run this business for it to be successful. Do you know what the success of your business is worth? Is it worth it for you to go and pay someone part-time to help you with your business? If you don't see that, then it's going to be very hard for you to succeed. I don't promote myself like I should. I'm very critical on myself. I don't have the full knowledge of running a business yet. Then why are you trying to run a business? Should this not be a research? Should this not be a research phase for you? Understanding those things. It's okay to have desires about having a business and having your own. But if you don't know the first thing about it, how can you jump out there and say, I have a business, and you're doing all these different things and you know nothing about it? Is this not your research phase? Someone who wants to be a doctor can't just go and decide they want to be a doctor. Wake up and say, I want to be a doctor. I want to operate on people. They had to go to school for it. But why is it that entrepreneurship, people feel like you have to rush into this? Who is making y'all feel like y'all got to rush into this? And if they are making you feel that way, y'all need to stop following them. It's a process. It's a process. Nope. And I think that's why I haven't introduced my business, because I don't know everything. Oh, now I jump on without really knowing what you were talking about. Oh, now I know what I'm doing. I thought it was to discuss on what's basically holding you up from being successful. Well, see, I hit a nerve. But you laid out a lot of stuff, and it is about that. So you didn't say you jumped on without knowing what we were talking about. We're talking about being successful. And you blamed everybody else and them being cheap. So it's fine. Not sure if you're still watching. You probably fell off, probably gave this video a thumbs down, probably gonna rub people the wrong way. But you're gonna go and you're gonna think about what I'm saying. It's gonna resonate with you. You're gonna be like, you know what? I need to check myself. Because you're in the right place. This discussion is basically about what's holding you up from being successful. And you identified what it is, that it just might be you that's holding you back from being successful. You can't blame other people and what they put value on, or them being cheap, because then you're blocking to the wrong people. It's some people who started off and they're making the same tumblers, the exact same bling tumblers that somebody else is making, but they're going to get a celebrity to go and drop $300-400 on that. Well, using the same crystal, same all that stuff, you selling it for $40. Well, they got somebody that's paying $200-300 for this same tumbler, because they're marketing to the right people. They're in the right people with disposable income who like to spend money. They're marketing to the right people. So if you're too talented for the cheap people, then it's on you, not on them. It's your business, not theirs. Oh, but okay, there it is. But you're right. Yes, it sure does. Okay, that's me. All right, my bad. I had to finish reading. Yes, work full time and I have a 3-year-old. Baby, I know about them children. Oh, Lord, mine right there. I outsource a lot because it helps with timing. Good girl. Only thing I need now is to find someone to create and design white girl items like I find all the beautiful queens. And that is also, so many people capitalize off of the black dollar, the black representation, that, and it's like, and it really is, it's like this whole thing of making content for our own. And yes, we can, but if that's not your only audience, you have to then create those lanes for that. We have so many African American designers to where they only want to design for themselves, and yeah, we have to have representation for us. And now there's so many people doing it. But if African Americans are not your only audience, you're going to end up alienating other folk. And Unfortunately, me being African American, I know that my people sometimes like to nickel and dime you, and sometimes people of different ethnicities, they're gonna be willing to pay no matter, like they're gonna just gonna pay out the yin yang, but you're trying to cater to one person. Then again, how much is the success of your business worth? As much as we want to support one another, I mean, I know I probably have other people watching, and don't take offense to this, and I'm not alienating or not trying to single out anyone or not be inclusive, but I can't help the fact that I am African American. I can't help the fact that that's how I was born. I can't change the fact that we see certain things, and certain things happen within, our businesses and how we communicate with people. But if your business is, if you want to focus on that, then you got to stop trying to cater to them. Then you need to promote. Yes, they may like your things, but my business and the things that I offer are for African American people. So you either gonna get this African American face on your shirt because you like it so much. As of right now, I cannot service that, because that's not something that is available to me. Something that looks like this, but with a Caucasian person on it, an Asian person on it. So if that's all you're going to go and find of these, and is when it comes to marketing, maybe right now, if you can't find those, you can't market to those, or you're going to have to learn to market other items to. And that's the thing, like, people need to learn about marketing and targeting different. In your business, you can target different people to have certain things that's going to target moms and dads or grandparents, adoptive parents, cousins, and stuff. Like, you have to learn about marketing and having certain products that might speak to a certain person. Like, that's one of the things too. Marketing, 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 marketing. I'm trying to narrow down. They pay for what they want because they keep the money. I do make, because they keep the money, I do make coming just when I need it. And because I don't know how to start an Etsy shop or my own website, I have tried to ask for help, offering to pay, but can't ever find help and support. From family. They always want something cheap or free. So your Etsy shop and your website. I'm not sure how long you've been following me, if you just found me, and I do so many different things, right? And in this, you guys are helping me too, because for you to say, well, I don't have anyone, I want someone to teach me Photoshop. I have you such as a Photoshop. Oh, I don't know how to start my own Etsy or my own website. Now, my girl Kiana, she talk about Etsy all the time and setting up your Etsy, this, that, and the third. She got a whole Etsy boot camp. If that's the way you want to go. And she has Facebook ads. So how y'all not see now? You're making me feel like, okay, Facebook doing some things, because my girl talk about her Etsy boot camp. She got Facebook ads. So now, okay, I got to probably call my girl and find out, okay, well, somebody said they want an Etsy. They don't even see where to go and get an Etsy class. And she got a dope Etsy class. I teach Shopify. I'm a whole Shopify partner out here in these streets. Do you take the time to read through the stuff that's on my descriptions? You gotta just kind of come on here, because I got a lot of information there. Whole link on there about start Shopify now. Like, your resources here. I talk about Shopify all the time. I teach Shopify. Had a whole Shopify class. You want it? Don't worry about it. I got you. Come Black Friday, it's gonna be on sale. Go ahead and take that. Set your Shopify up. But you're also gonna have setting a Shopify up and just starting it is one thing. Before you go and set that Shopify, let me ask you a question. How many good pictures you got of your products? You got a bunch of mock-ups, you got some good pictures. Are your pictures is there a consistency in your pictures? Or you have some pictures on and it's like your carpet, you see your wall, it's on tile on this one. You went and bought some leopard print, a rug, and you got stuff on there. You got the white fur, you got that on there. Or you went and took it in front of this place, that place. Is there any consistency to where your pictures are? When you took them, do you know about taking pictures? Everyone talks about posting pictures, but do you understand about how to take pictures? Have you gone and watched, when you're looking for YouTube content, are you just looking at just different crafts or subredding? Have you ever watched any videos on YouTube about photography? Even if you don't have your own camera, you're not really trying to be a photographer, but as a business, if you are not going to hire someone to come and take product pictures, you bet your bottom dollar, you better be watching some YouTube videos about photography. Understanding composition of taking your pictures, understanding that when you take pictures, you are not supposed to be all up on the item, because now guess what? You have left yourself no room on the editing floor. Unless they are doing a beauty shot, most photographers are not taking a picture where they're zoomed right in on the model. There's a lot of negative space, so that when they go and put this on the editing room floor and they're going and making it for a magazine or doing this, doing that, they have ways they can move it around, fill it into certain spaces. So if you have a certain, you want to have a website, you're not going to hire someone. The one thing you need to do when you get off this live is you need to go find you some YouTube channels that's about photography and understanding composition, even with your cell phone, how to take good product pictures when it comes to that. Because it's not always about just that little box. If it's something small, you can use that box because you're going to have negative space. But when you're talking about bigger items, you're going to have to work on your composition. And I've gone and I've shown pictures. I'm like, this is how I take my pictures. I'm way back here to where I can edit it in. I can rotate. I can do certain things. I adjust it on the editing room floor to where I can make it fit either in a square, fit something long, fit something round, because I've given myself enough negative space around it. Find y'all some people y'all can watch for photography if you're going to do your own stuff. Because starting it is one thing. Having those banners, having those product pictures, having those thumbnails, are you going to design them, or are you going to pay someone else to design them? It's okay to outsource. It is okay to outsource if that's not your strength. Is the success of your business worth it for you to save a couple dollars to try and do it yourself? So now you're wasting time and money because you're going to buy a bunch of stuff that you probably don't need, time that you don't have where you can be working on your custom stuff, when you could have just went and paid somebody and they go and they do your thumbnails. They go and they change the lighting and they fix all your pictures up. Is the success of your business worth a couple dollars to hire a photo editor for your website, to hire someone to make the graphics for your website? Is it worth it? I purchased Silhouette Studio Designer Edition from your shop. Is it the same as yeah, so what you did when you clicked on the link, you're not buying it from me. It's an affiliate link. You're buying it from Swing Design. They are an authorized dealer to sell the upgrades. It's the same thing that's on Silhouette America. It's just cheaper. Thank you for tagging someone. And that's my main source. Due to not having a website, I hate that I hate it. I want to get off of social media. Don't get off of social media. Use it for what it's worth. There's a lot, like there's benefits to social media. Having a website isn't going to necessarily make it where instant success, but it can make it to where when people are coming, they're not going to question you about prices. That whole inbox me, DM me for pricing. When you got a website, this is the price. This is what it is. When you have so many custom items, you're going to have to go and really have like, either going to have add-ons, which I talk about that with my creative business students. You know, when we talked about like paper, like when we were going through like the invoices and having add-ons, having a base price for your shirts. And then I think I talked about it yesterday too, having an add-on for, okay, this is for glitter. Then this is because it was a lady shirt. What was the upcharge for that? So you're going to have to know how to put all that stuff into on your site and communicate that they have to select all of these different things for it to calculate properly. Or you're going to say, okay, I'm willing to do this much work for this price. Then if it's this type of shirt with glitter and 2 colors, no matter what the design is, it's this price. Then I have one for, okay, I'm willing to do this much work for this price. So there's ways that you're going to have to set those things up for pricing. One way could, be an easier way for you. The other way might be easier for your customers. And then you have a way to where it's going to be like the one that's easier for you to have everything, and you're really accounting for all of those additional things, it might not be a great purchasing experience for your customer because they have to go through different things, but it's going to make it where it's easier for you. And you have to train them on how to shop on your site. But just having a Shopify or having a website isn't going to make it where it's instantly successful. It just automates it and it makes it a lot easier for you, but you still have to put in some work for it to be successful. That makes sense. Speak, sister. I'm so glad I caught this. I needed to hear this. I am most definitely my problem when it comes to my business. I have brought Affinity Designer and Photoshop just to have it, but had no interest in learning it. However, I do all of my designs. However, I do all of my designs, and that helped them and me because I have so much more time to get get things done, but it's all me. But I woke up about a week ago and made my mind that I'm going to give my business as much effort as I do my 9 to 5. This is like, that's kind of, I hear y'all. I hear people when they say that. They want to give their business as much effort as they do their 9 to 5, right? Right? Hear me out. On your 9 to 5, did they provide everything for you to be able to do your job? You went on that job and the policies, the procedures, the way that you do stuff, what they expect of you, the expectations of that, of your position, that was handed to you, right? This is what we expect you to do. You're going to need this resource. You're going to use this site, or you're going to use this program to do this, that, and the third. It was written, it was given to you. Now, the effort as far as how many hours you are obligated, when you accepted that job, you were obligated to work so many hours, right, for that job. There's not that many hours in the day for you to work that 9 to 5, for you to spend time with your family, for you to learn your business, to put all this time in your business without being burnt out. Then you have to choose, like, figure out what do you want to sacrifice. So are you going to sacrifice sleep? Which, it's okay if you're going to sacrifice sleep. I've done that before. But in sacrificing that sleep, do you also sacrifice the relationship with your family? Do you find yourself snapping at your family because you are extremely tired? Trust me, I'm guilty of that, and I have to check myself on it. When I hear people say, or people like, oh, give your business the same energy you give your 9 to 5. Well, you're under contract. The fact they pay you, it's like almost like a contract to give them this energy. They're taking up that amount of time. So it has to be, we want to give it the same energy that you did, like pretty much once you leave it, because you can't create more hours in a day. You really can't. You're not going to be good to anyone if you don't sleep. You're going every day and not sleeping. You're not going to be any good to yourself or your family if you have small children. So that statement works for some people, not for everyone. You have to learn to take some of the things that you hear, even from the stuff that I'm saying today, figure out what you need for you and what you need to leave behind. Leave it on the table, because I can apply that. Maybe write it down. I can revisit this. This was great information. Right now, it does not work for me, but it's great information, and I need to revisit this when I can make it work for me. The energy that you give your 9 to 5 is a requirement. When you accepted that job, you told them that you were going to give them this time. You can't create more time. So in giving your business the same amount of energy, it might be, I'm going to invest in that, to where I'm going to pay for certain things that's going to make my business just as successful as this 9 to 5 when I'm on. Because the 9 to 5 that you work on, is it just you and the owner, or are there other people within that company? And I'm not saying that everyone's going to be to that point where you can hire all these people, but you're going to have to hire somebody. It's going to be very hard for you to be successful in doing it yourself when there's only so many hours in a day. When contracts and people like that, they charge per man hour. It may take 6 hours to do something, but the man hours might be 12. It might be 18, because while it took 6 hours to complete this, it took 2 or 3 people to complete this in 6 hours. So it's not just 6 hours. If it's 3 people, it's 18 man hours. Do y'all understand? Like, I mean, maybe I'm a little bit different because of the industry that I come from in sports entertainment and working at like the arena and understanding labor and all those different things. But it's not just about the amount of time. How many people does it take to successfully get it done in that time? And that's how you have to think of it. So the same energy that you're giving to it, to your 9 to 5, you can give that energy, but in different ways. It's not just about the time. It's saying that, okay, the energy that my business need is help. So if I'm willing to provide all this help to my job, I have to get that same help for my business. Giving your business the same energy as you give your 9 to 5 is not always about you working yourself to the bone. It's for my business, I'm going to figure out what I need for it to be successful, and I'm going to implement those things. Yes, and I won't miss tonight because you are right. Please, please don't. We'll be needing you. True. That's why I'm taking the lead to invest in me full time, not for the man. It's like 2 full-time jobs, not my business comes first, claiming in 2022. Baby, you drop in some most definitely needed information. My plan was to be full-time with my business, but by January 1st, but I haven't done what it takes to get there. So these next 6 months to a year, I'll be pushing myself to what I need to do what I need to get where to get where I need to be. I already have a few people in place that I can hire to help. Some people can't afford to pay staff. We will get there one day. In order to be a real boss, you have to have money. We have to start from somewhere, though. I say that I have a business because I do. Just because it's not a big warehouse or office building with staff members doesn't mean that it's not my business. I will get there, get where I need to be one day. Now, I never said that I don't have a big warehouse. I don't have a lot of staff. Baby, me and even do this all day, every day, but it's all in how you do things, knowing what resources you need to have, having your steps ordered. You know what you need to do for your business. So I never said you had to have a big warehouse. And it's not a matter of, but we can, at a point, we can afford to pay staff. But so many people in this business, you want to keep it for yourself. You don't want to train other people. You don't want to help the next person. You go and you get somebody, and the things that you're doing, find somebody that has the same interest, and in training them and showing them the ropes, guess what? You have help. That is staff for you. That's called an intern. Businesses worked off that all the time, pretty much like free labor. So it's not just a matter of staff. You're saying that some people can't afford to pay staff, and you can't afford to be successful because you're not going to be able to fulfill the orders. That in order to get to that 6 figures, you're going to have to do a lot of stuff. You're either going to have to create some things that's just going to be like money, like it's residual income, like it just makes you money in your sleep. You're going to have to be able to have something like that. You create it one time, it's going to make money in your sleep, for that to be, additional money that you can make. Or to fulfill so many orders, you're going to have to maybe scale back on the number of custom things that you're doing so that you can focus on just like these things. Maybe it's not custom. I see a lot of people on TikTok who are very successful, and what do? They have random designs and they're just making tumblers and they're putting those on their website. This is what we have to offer. It is not customized. It's whatever what I put on there. I'm going to advertise this. This is a Christmas one. You want this Christmas one? You want this Christmas one? You want this one? Which one you want? This is what we have. And they're not trying to reinvent the wheel and create a new design for every single person because that takes time. So some people can't afford to pay staff. Then you have to be okay with where you are until you can pay staff. That's the ugly truth of it. You may not want to hear it, but in order for you to grow, if your business is going and you're making money and you have consistent orders, but you're trying to hold on to that money so much to where you're not going to pay for help, you deserve to not be successful. At some point, you're going to have to get help. If you cannot afford it, then you are going to have to bring down your expectations of the success of your business because you can't go and be where you are the designer, you are the creator, you are customer service, you are packing up the orders, you are shipping out the orders, you are purchasing to where you are ordering the supplies, you run into the store. Baby, ain't enough hours in the day. It's not enough days in the week for you to do everything to say you can't afford to get help. If you can't afford to get help, you're not putting value on your business. The success of your business, if you're saying the success of your business is not worth getting some help, whether you train somebody or you pay somebody just a little bit to help you come in on certain days. They don't have to be the creative one. My cousin from Bella Dulce Delights, she was one where her making her apples, like that was something like that was her baby. She did not want anyone else to mess that up. So she would go and she's the one that's dipping and doing all this stuff. But others would, like if her mom or her sister had to go shopping for the supplies and bring them to the house, and there's times when she went as well. Her husband, once she goes and makes them, she can put them off to the side. Kiki or her sister or her mom can come and put them in the bags and put the bows on it. It still helps. Maybe the payment is a barter system. Y'all do know that still works, right? To barter and to exchange services for someone with someone. Maybe you're great at making shirts. You have someone that's a photographer. So you go and you're going to make, in your downtime when you can, you're going to make all of their business apparel and you're going to exchange that for services for them to come and take pictures and give you professional pictures of your products. I said get help. Not always about hiring staff. It's getting help for your business. And if you don't see the value in that, how much is the success of your business worth? Appreciate the message. Thank you. Hello. Link her Etsy class. I've never seen her at. I definitely will. I'll be honest, I don't be listening to videos, looking at other people's groups or pages. Then you're okay. So I'm interested now. Now you have me intrigued, right? So you're gonna say I don't be on Facebook all the time. I be on is posting my page, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't be listening to videos, looking at other people's groups or pages. So where were you looking for this help for Photoshop? You're saying you can't even pay someone to help you with Photoshop. So if you're not in the groups, you're not listening to, what people have to offer, you're not seeing what services anyone has, where were you looking at to find these people to help you with your Shopify, to help you, or your website? If you choose GoDaddy, Shopify, or whatever, Etsy, where are you looking for this help at? Are you looking for people who are talking about it on YouTube and they're promoting that, hey, I have this? So hey, let me know that because I can change I'll start changing some videos. Maybe I need to start doing more videos about that. But if you're not, you're just coming on to post your stuff and hey, I'm out. You said earlier that you can't even find someone to help. So where are you looking? Are you doing a Google search for it? Are you looking for a certain type of person to teach you? Have you identified the type of coach, the type of teacher, the type of, course that you want to take? Are you just looking for courses? via Google to get you to the point. These resources that you're looking for help with setting up your Etsy shop, help with setting up your Shopify. Or is it that, oh, I know someone who knows Photoshop. I know someone who has a Shopify. I reach out to them. They don't want to help me. I've offered to pay them. They're supposed to stop working on their business to help you. If their business is not to teach others, and I successfully run my Shopify and my website. I'm successful in what I do in Photoshop. Their business is not to teach. Is that what the issue is? That you know some people that know these things, and you can't, they don't want to take your money because that's not what they do. I think that's like the time. My mama tell Shakia is not going to stop her business to just stop and help you. If it don't make money, don't make sense. So now I want to have a conversation with you offline. I need you to email me. You are, I think, the perfect. See, God have for someone who doesn't spend a lot of time on Facebook. I'm so glad that God put it on you to be on Facebook at this moment in time, and to spend time on mine, because I've been on here for an hour, 15 minutes. You've been commenting since the beginning. So you normally don't come on here for it. So maybe God set it up to where you were online at the right time. I want you to email me, sillaholicsAnonymous@gmail.com. I think we need to have a conversation offline. I see your passion. I see certain things within you. And it's like, maybe just having that, that little consultation with you to maybe figure out what exactly is that you need. So I'm glad that you've been rocking with me for almost an hour for somebody who don't really spend a lot of time on Facebook. So please, please, please take it. I'm being very sincere and very genuine that I want you to contact me, because God is telling me something about what I can do to help you. So inbox me or email me, sillaholicsAnonymous@gmail.com, and let's have a conversation offline. Not tonight though, because I'm about to go inside. I got 30 minutes. I gotta let my voice, so I can get into my business students. Let my voice rest. Okay. Yes, I take pictures with my phone. They may be on a mock-up, but they may be on a pretty layout, or they may be a picture. LOL, just being honest. Dang, there's a lot to learn, huh? Yep, there is. Boom. Taking pictures is one of the biggest problems I had working it out. LOL. That makes so much sense. Her thing now is Craft Sisters University. Craft Sisters University. It used to be TTB. I think if you're looking on Facebook, it'll still say TTB Designs. But it's Craft. If you search for the Facebook group, Craft Sisters University, I think it's like the free page is business help, and then she'll have information about like her or just go to craftssistersuniversity.com. There's information there about her Etsy bootcamp. Very good information. I'm glad I caught this. Right, I do all my sister's parties. She just buys supplies, and she comes help on orders. It is, and she's most definitely the person to teach it to you. Take the blessing, because I can attest the professor will help with all honesty. You hit it on point with the photo taking. I'm going to search YouTube about picture taking, and I probably need to do that for my creative business students also. Is schedule in 2022 a session for taking photos and stuff and utilizing like portrait mode and stuff like that, and all that kind of good jazz. But I'm gonna go because it's 6 o'clock now. I've been on for an hour and 20 minutes, and I have class in 30 minutes, and I gotta rest my voice. I just signed up for her Etsy class. Yep, I'm not big on Etsy. I have an Etsy. I don't know, it just doesn't work. I tried it once before. I said, okay, let me try it again. Under the advice of Kiana. For me and what I do, I have an audience. I don't know. For me, it works for some. I know a lot of people, like, they're very, very successful on Etsy, and it works for them. For me and what I do, I I don't put value in Etsy. So I don't invest time in Etsy. I invest more time in my Shopify and promoting that. So it works for some people though. All right, I'm going to go. I just wanted to kind of have the conversation on, what is the success of your business worth to you? Is it worth the time that you put into it? Is it worth researching and taking great notes and researching with the intention to actually retain and implement the things that you learn? Is it worth you paying someone to help you? And no matter what that cost is, the same way that you will find people say I put the same energy into my job, the same way you go and you spend money, whether it's for clothes or you go get your coffee before you go to work and certain things you need um to function at work. Maybe, is your business worth, if you're someone that likes to get your nails done, maybe the cost of getting your nails done for 2 months will pay for a course. So my business is worth it for me to go and get some polish and do my own nails, go to Amazon, give me some stuff and spend a few minutes doing my own nails versus going to the salon, so that money that I would normally invest in getting my nails and my toes done, I can invest that in taking somebody's class who's going to help me, who knows more than me. You never want to be the smartest person in the room. I always try to surround myself with people who are going to help me, who can help me see certain things, help me correct certain mistakes. People who are not going to be yes men and yes women around me. They are not afraid to call me on my ish, tell me when I'm wrong. I surround myself with people like that, because that is why, that's going to lead to this. It's going to allow my business to continue to be successful. So I'm going to go because baby steps until I get a website. Ms. Wood, please make sure that you're in class tonight, because we're going to talk. Etsy is not a baby step until you get a website. Etsy doesn't equate to instant success. You still got to do the work to let people know where to find your stuff. Etsy is a marketplace full of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people. So it doesn't equate to instant success. Having a website to drive, and you're going to drive traffic to, if you're going to do the work to drive traffic to your Etsy, why not drive it to your own website where you're not paying them per transaction? Etsy is not necessarily baby steps. Not for where you're at. I really don't like, you post a lot of stuff. You're dope as hell. Hello, you've been under me. You're dope as hell. Etsy is not your baby step. A website, it takes just as much energy to have a successful Etsy shop that it does to have a successful website, especially depending on what it is that you're making, what it is that you're doing. Because there's thousands of people that look just like you on Etsy. A lot of people are lazy Etsy shoppers, and they're only going to go to the first page. So unless you're going to maybe pay to be on the front page and do certain things and now research SEOs and all of that, it may not be a quick up, like, and you may not go and soar fast to the top as far as having all those sales, because you still need to do the work. Someone wants to order something from you. Okay, you can maybe have a conversation with them. You're going to go to my Etsy site. You're going to do a bunch of stuff to send them to that site. You can do the same thing for your website. It's not necessarily the baby step. It's not the first step. Having an Etsy isn't the first step to having. Did Nike start out on Etsy? Did Fenty Beauty start off on Etsy? I understand, like, we're like, oh, whatever, those are celebs, those are big names. But there are other companies as well that didn't start off on Etsy. If you watch, like, Squad Talk, Mike T was just on here. If you watch T-shirt millionaires and you look at some of the people who have been on his show, that's another like YouTube one, and the success of theirs, like, they all didn't start off on Etsy. For some of them, it was posting a shirt one time on Facebook, put the right caption, it resonated with the right person, and they end up having to instantly create a site to keep up with the request for it. So Etsy is not always the first step. It's a resource. It's not the source. I just need you to be my teacher. We need a monthly fee for all classes. You are worth it. And I have that. What are you talking about? I have that. Y'all don't listen to me, or maybe that's the issue I don't talk about enough. I have that. I'm about to go into mine right now. I have. You can pay for my program a one-time fee for the year. You can pay, or you can break it up to where it's biannually, or you can pay for it monthly. It's on my website. All of that is there. Our doctorate program. Or if you want to just do the creative business side of it, you just sign up for the creative business. If you don't need the silhouette help and all of that, we have the creative business program. That is also available. One-time fee or monthly fee. But I have that, love. I definitely have that already. It's on my site. So you just let me know that I don't promote it enough, I guess. I see the success of like our paper and stuff like that, and then like my YouTube videos, and that kind of took over my life. With feel like I always have to promote the ink and the paper, and seeing those sales, like our sales and all them nice little zeros behind ours, comes from the sale of our paper. And I have quite a few students in my program. I like the intimacy of my program, and it's not like thousands and thousands of people, because then I wouldn't be able to have like the conversation I'm about to have with them in about 30 minutes. I like the way that my program is set up, where I can do this, like I can do the teaching part of it and have it be intimate. But in all of my other teachings, as far as teaching people about sublimation and party favors and things like that, it makes them go and buy our products, to where that's our bread and butter. And I'm able to teach on the level that I want to teach on, and it being intimate, and me really feeling like I can communicate and I can help my students individually. But I already have that. They're about to. You can go to shop.silaholics.com, or it's easy to go to hsinc365.com and look at the membership things that's on there. Or go to academy.silaholics.com, although that name is about to change really soon as well. And yeah, I have that already. Every single month. If you're in my full doctorate program, you get to see me 10 times a week. And even in the silhouette classes, there's nuggets and messages and information in there that's not just about silhouette. It even makes you think about like your business side as well. So it's always about business with me, even in my silhouette teachings. But my doctorate program includes all of my silhouette teachings, and you get the business stuff. We meet 4 times a month for the business stuff on Zoom, where you're on there with me. You can talk to me. You can communicate with me. It ain't just a Facebook video or this, that, and the third. And just like this is not work. Doing this, where you just typing stuff out, I would never have somebody pay for this. No, you're going to be on Zoom with me. Unmute, talk to me. Let me see your face. That's how my sessions are run. I can't speak for nobody else, but definitely check out my offerings as far as classes, hsinc365.com, or just go to academy.silaholics.com. So yeah, that's where you can find me. All right, y'all, I gotta go. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to determine the worth, or to continue to determine how much the success of your business is worth. Don't give up. My message and me being kind of passionate about it is not about giving up. I hope and I pray, my prayer and my hope right now is that it will put a fire under you, to where you really take a look at where you are, be very honest with yourself and where you want to go, and what steps is it going to take for you to get there, and trusting the process, whether you have success in a month, 6 months, a year, from the point that you make a conscious decision on all of the things that you thought about. If you were bold enough to write what issues you have in your business being successful, now that you have identified them, from the day that you start to act on those, and you start to implement changes, because you can identify them, your your time does not start until you have decided that you are ready to implement the things that you need to do to be successful. So whether from that moment when you decide to pull the trigger and implement those things, whether it's a month or 6 months, learn in every step of that. I want you guys to learn and take something from it. All right. Until next time, have a great one. Peace.